I've spent years filming dying glaciers. This is the message I want the rest of the world to hear. Temperatures have risen and fallen naturally until we humans started to burn fossil fuels and heat the planet. By exploring these glaciers, I hope to inspire the next generation to be the voice of change.
Wow, it's a groundbreaking documentary premiering today at the Indiana State Museum IMAX Theater. The Last Glaciers confronts climate change while taking audiences on a global adventure.
And it's one of the most comprehensive documentaries ever produced about the relationship between climate change, mountain environments, and glaciers. It's a breathtaking film, as you saw a couple clips there. And we are so lucky to have its narrator, director, and producer, Craig Leeson, joining us now to share his experience. Sir, thank you so much for being here on premiere day.
Yeah, fantastic to be here and to share the film on World Water Day. So that's the significance of releasing it today.
Yeah. We just keep learning stuff.
I know.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, me too. What's the message you are trying to spread about the world's melting glaciers?
We wanted to take people into the mountains to see that these glaciers are in fact dying. And that their life support systems that we rely on as a species, as do many others, to continue living on this planet. They're not only water storage devices, but they also reflect heat into the atmosphere and keep the globe at an even temperature. So once they're going, and they are all disappearing, and some scientists say most will be gone by the end of the century, then they won't be able to perform those functions, and that's not a very good thing for us humans.
Craig, what I really respect about your work is you allow us to understand things in a way that we all can get them. Because sometimes some of these things can kind of go over some people's heads. What do you hope that audiences will take away from this film?
Yes, we do that on purpose. I write the scripts so that an 8-year-old can understand, because I think if we get the 8-year-olds, we can get everyone to 80 years of age and beyond. And one of the problems that I've personally seen as a documentary filmmaker in trying to understand the climate issue myself is that the science is very dense and it's very varied. And I hadn't seen it explained in a way visually that I thought I could at least understand, or anybody else could understand comprehensively. So that's why we made the documentary, and we chose glaciers as a very visual way of showing the problem of climate and the crisis that we're currently facing, and the fact that as we heat the earth with these greenhouse gases, many of these life support systems are collapsing.
And Craig, it looks like you saw so much while you guys were out there. Tell us some of the adventures you experienced while filming, or maybe some of your favorite moments.
Yeah, so we traveled to 12 countries over 4 years because we wanted to show that this isn't an isolated incident. It's not just happening to one person in one part of the planet, but it is happening to everybody. And it doesn't matter where you are or where you live, you won't be able to escape the effects of the climate crisis. Indeed, during our filming, our executive producer, who lives in California, in Malibu, his house burnt down during those terrible fires, and so he was a victim of the climate crisis himself. And so these are stories that we wanted to translate and take people with us. I mean, that's why I filmed it the way that it has been filmed, because we want the audience to come along, to experience the fear that I personally felt learning how to climb mountains and fly paragliders from the tops of these mountains, because that challenge is kind of an analogy to the challenge that we as humans face with the climate crisis. And so there's a bit of a thread that runs through there that we wanted people to also experience.
We only have you for a little bit longer. Tell us, people being able to experience this in the IMAX, what does that mean to you? And did you have a part in this, in this journey where you even surprised yourself with what you learned or what you went through?
Yeah, it's an absolute privilege to be working with IMAX. It is the best cinematic brand. Having your footage on a giant screen is just incredible, and it is such an event and an occasion to see it on a giant screen, because it kind of wraps around you, and you do feel in the audience that you are flying the paragliders. And that was one particular sport that I never thought I would ever be able to do or want to do, because I'm an oceans guy, not a mountain guy. And hanging from what looks like a handkerchief with thin threads isn't the exact kind of feeling that I like to enjoy on a day-to-day basis. But I overcame that challenge with lots of training from Malcolm and Dave, who are the other characters in the film. And that allowed us to film glaciers in a low-carbon way and in an unusual way and get into areas in very remote places on the planet that we couldn't get into with helicopters or drones.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's Craig Leeson. He's more brave than any of us here in the studio.
Way more brave.
The film is The Last Glaciers, premiering today at the Indiana State Museum IMAX Theater. Craig, thank you so much for joining us.